Hello everyone. So today we would be discussing about the different instruments which we use while in dissection. So these are the generally required instruments which are advised to be carried while we entering the dissection hole. So just going in brief, just about the names. This is a sharp scalpel, the blunt scalpel, the forceps, the tooth type, the forceps, the blunt type of the forceps, the sharp forceps, the straight sharp scissors, the curved scissors, and the holder or the gripper. First, we would be discussing about the sharp scalpel. The sharp scalpel, as we can see here, consists of the disposable blade, scalpel blade, which is there inside this packet, and also a reusable handle. And this, the sharp scalpel is used for making the skin incisions, as this is very sharp, and also for dissecting as well as for making cuts in the tissues also. So now we will be dealing how to place the blade, the disposable blade, into this handle properly. So for this, we would be also needing the help of the gripper. So first, we have to open the this packet. We should be really careful, as the blade inside this is really sharp, as it's used for cutting the tissues. And as you can see here, this is a blade, and using the gripper, we should hold at this point of the scalpel, and once the grip is strong and we make sure that this doesn't move, we have to take the handle with the right hand and make it go in. And first of all, we have to align this line, this slanted line, as we have to make sure that this line as well as the same as the similar line in the handle also corresponds. Otherwise, what happens is that we often might mistakenly try to insert it like this, but as you can see over here, these two lines do not align to each other. So in order to make sure that the way how we are putting is right, make sure that these two lines align to each other, this and this line. Now we have to slightly make this go in, and once it has gone in, we can remove this gripper, and here the scalpel is firm, and it won't be this won't easily remove. And there's also a way how to remove this scalpel safely without using the hands in order to avoid injuries. Just like how we had inserted this, we ought to hold the gripper, we ought to hold the blade here and hold it tightly, and again just remove it, just like how we had inserted itself. So we'll be able to remove it after using. So this is how the sharp scalpel looks like after we have inserted the disposable scalpel blade. So as you have seen here, the sharp scalpel as well as the blunt scalpel has got a particular way how it should be held. So generally there are different ways how to hold the scalpel. So for precise cut, that means for making straight cuts, generally we prefer to hold the scalpel in this way, so that as you can see here, this provides, once you hold like this, again making an incision here, this actually gives a proper straight line here, so that it could be cut properly without making any mistakes. So for making the proper straight line incisions, it's advised to hold like this. But for making precise cuts, which doctors generally use for as well as surgeons mainly use for surgeries, and for making precise cuts near small structures, it's advised to hold like a pencil or like a pen, so that we would be able to make small cuts also more precisely, as you can see here. But for making straight long cuts, it's advised not to hold like this, as the other method, holding like this, would give better results. So now discussing about the blunt scalpel. The blunt scalpel is mainly used for exposing the tissues beneath the skin. So once we are dissecting, the blunt scalpel is used in order to move the fat which lies beneath the skin. So as we see here, now we would be discussing about these forceps. So forceps, as I told earlier, are of three types, mainly which we use in the dissections: the tooth forceps, the sharp forceps, as well as the blunt forceps. So in general, these forceps has got its function or the use so as to grasp the things. So the way or the things which are being grasped are different. according to the use of different forceps. The tooth forceps is mainly used in order to retract the tissues after cutting them open. As we see here, the main peculiarity is that they are having the tooth-like appearance here, which provides extra stability as well as grip while holding the skin. Speaking about the blunt forceps also is also used for grasping as well as holding firmly in between these horses. But as we see here, the ends are blunt. That is, the ends don't have the tooth-like ends, or they aren't sharp. So these are mainly used in order to hold the nerves as well as the blood vessels. So the way how to hold the forceps are just like how we hold the pencil. So whether it's toothed, whether it's sharp, or whether it's blunt, we often hold like a pencil. Now discussing about the sharp forceps. The sharp forceps, as we see here, have their ends sharp, and these are also used for grasping as well as holding the tissues. But they are used for holding more precisely as well as for holding more tiny objects. Just like how we appreciate the small nerves as well as the small vessels and capillaries, we mainly use these as well as beside all these used in the dissections, these are also used for suturing. So now discussing about the scissors. This is a sharp scissor which has these straight blades, and it consists of 2 sharp blades, and this is mainly used for delicate and precise cutting and for cutting in straight lines. So generally the way how we hold the scissors is that we cradle the scissor with our ring finger as well as our thumb finger, and we just support with the long finger or the middle finger and the index finger. So generally we hold the scissors like this so we get a better grip. So once more telling, we cradle the scissors with the thumb as well as the ring finger, and we support with the index finger as well as the middle finger, so that we'll be having a better grip while cutting. Now discussing about the curved end scissors. Over here, as we see here, we can appreciate the curved end of these scissors, and like how I previously told, these scissors are used for cutting through the dense tissues, including the uterus, the breast, the foot, as well as other similar structures. So mainly used for cutting the dense tissues, the curved end scissors, which we would be most oftenly using while in dissection. And the way how to hold this is just similar: to cradle with the ring finger as well as the thumb finger, and to support with our index finger as well as the middle finger, so that we'll have a better grip. So this is the holder or the gripper. This is also used in surgeries for holding the needles while suturing, and the way how to hold this is just similar. That is in this same way like how we had discussed about the curved as well as the straight type of scissors. And this is mainly used in order to support the sharp scalpel while cutting through the skin, as this provides us, and this helps us to hold through, as we can see now over here. Over here, when we hold this, we can hold it like this, and we can actually lock it over here, and then this stays firm so that this won't move. And this similar way we're using it in dissection also. So I hope the basic description about all these instruments would be really useful for everyone while we're entering the dissection hole. Thank you.